Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to study second part of chapter 4 climate. Content of this part are cold weather season, hot weather season, advancing monsoon season or rainy season, the retreating monsoon with some regional variation, distribution of rainfall season wise and annual distribution of rainfall, and last topic is monsoon as a unifying bond. The climatic seasons of India: winter from December to February, summer from March to May, monsoon or rainy season start from June and last till September, retreating monsoon season in the month of October and November. Cold weather season or winter season start from December, means start from mid-November in northern part of India and continues till the month of February. December and January are the coldest month in northern part of India. At some places December is coldest month, and while in another places January is the coldest month. The temperature decreases from south to north. As we move from south to north, temperature decreases. It is warm in southern part and cold in northern part. Days are warm and nights are cold. Means days are warm, not very hot, but warm, and nights are very cold, especially in northern part. The weather is marked by clear sky, low temperature and low humidity, and feeble variable winds, light winds. Okay, sky is clear as wind blow from land to water, and wind blow from land to water, so these winds are dry wind. Sky is clear, but during winter season northern and northwestern part of India receive rain. So what is the reason behind it? This northern part and northwestern part of India receive rain. So because westerlies wind, cyclonic winds from Mediterranean Sea come to India, enter India from northwestern side because of westerly jet stream which shift to the south of Himalaya. Here it is Himalaya, and to the south of it the westerly jet stream, upper air current, shift or which fetch the western disturbance from Mediterranean Sea to enter India during winter season, which cause moderate amount of precipitation in northern part of India and snowfall in Himalayan region. So this season is very much important for cultivation of rabi crop, especially wheat in northwestern and northern part of India, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, etc. See the atmospheric condition over South Asian part of India. And high pressure creates over Central Asia. Wind blow from land to water. That is why these winds are dry winds. Hot weather season or summer season. As we saw, it start from March, continue till May. It is hot weather condition observed all over the India. See, low pressure belt intertropical convergence zone, which remains near equator and gradually shift northern side in peninsular part of India. And so wind blow change its direction as water takes longer time in heating. So this time the atmosphere above water bodies remains high, atmospheric pressure remains cold, so the atmospheric pressure over water bodies remains high while the land get heated very much, days are longer, So land get heated, low pressure creates over land. So that is why wind move from water to land during this time. The temperature decreases from north to south during summer. Northern part experience high temperature, and moving towards south, temperature decreases. A striking feature of hot weather season is Lu. Lu is a local wind which prevails in northern part of India, northern plain and northwestern part. That is seasonal winds. Towards the close of summer season, pre-monsoon showers come, which helps in early ripening of mango and are often referred as mango showers. So as during this season, wind start blowing, local wind from water body to land. So it causes moderate amount of precipitation in peninsular India, or this pre-monsoon shower, before arrival of monsoon. Pre-monsoon shower is called mango showers in peninsular India, while pre-monsoon shower which enter India from Bangladesh and West Bengal, which is very much devastating with thunder, lightning, cause so much heavy rainfall and disturb the lifestyle of this region. So these winds are called Kal Baisakhi. In Hindi, it comes in the month of Baisakh. So this pre-monsoons are in West Bengal and Bangladesh called Kal Baisakhi, and these winds become light in Assam, Meghalaya region, where it is very much good for plantation of tea. See the atmospheric pressure condition and direction of wind during summer season in this map. As low pressure creates in Central Asia and the northern part of India, so wind blow from water to land. From Bay of Bengal also wind come to. These winds which cause moderate amount of precipitation in peninsular India called these pre-monsoons are in peninsular India called mango showers, and this pre-monsoons are which enter India and Bangladesh from Bay of Bengal, which cause heavy rainfall with thunder and lightning, which causes loss of life and property in this region called Kal Baisakhi. Or when it moves towards Assam, Meghalaya region to become very light, cause light rainfall, or it is known as nor'westers. Advancing monsoon season or the rainy season, which start in the month of June. The cross of equator and blow in south advancing monsoons, the rainy season, westerly direction entering the Indian peninsula as the southwest monsoon. So as you saw during summer, it start creating low pressure in northern part of India, in Central Asia, so which cause reversal of wind, or as the intertropical convergence zones shift to northern part of India, to wind from southern hemisphere, the southeast trade wind from southern hemisphere cross the equator and reach to the coast of India, first in Kerala from Arabian Sea, and this side Meghalaya, because there is no any obstacle to check these winds, so they don't cause rain in uh, West Bengal or Bangladesh. They strike to the mountain or hill found in this region, so cause rain in the adjoining areas of hills or mountains in Myanmar and India. So these are called monsoon winds. So they cross the equator, blow in south advancing monsoons, westerly direction from west to, it comes from west, so it is called southwest monsoon. The monsoon winds cover the country in about a month, or it takes about 1 month to cover the entire India and the other countries, adjoining countries. Mausin Ram in the southern range of Khasi Hills receives the highest average rainfall in the world, which is in Meghalaya. A phenomenon associated with the monsoon is its tendency to have breaks in rainfall. Breaks in monsoon are related to the movement of monsoon trough. The trough and its axis keep on moving northward to southward and determine the spatial distribution of rainfall. So this monsoon trough, the intertropical convergence zone, gets shifted from, sometimes shifted to the south of Himalaya, sometimes shifted to the north of peninsular plateau, within plains it shift, or as this track get created, the wind from water bodies reach to India and cause rain. So that is why it does not rain continuously from June to September. Between the rainy wet spell there is dry spells also. So that is called breaks in monsoon. And sudden arrival, approach of monsoon all over the India, which cause heavy rainfall for thunder and lightning all over India, called break of monsoon, not breaks. Keep it in mind. The frequency and intensity of tropical depression also determine the amount and duration of monsoon's rains. The monsoon is known for its uncertainty. The alternation of dry and wet spells vary in intensity and frequency and duration. So there are so many factors, as you studied about the southern oscillation. So that is also responsible for the amount and intensity as well as the timing, arrival and departure of monsoon in India. See in this map, and okay, due to shifting of intertropical convergence zone which get created near equator from easterly trade winds come towards equator due to high temperature, low pressure creates over here. So this low pressure gets shifted to the north of India, northern part of India in northern plain, or due to that the reversal of wind take place. So during summer, wind from northern hemisphere only move towards India, or they cause precipitation which is called pre-monsoon shower. While when the intertropical convergence zone gets shifted to northern plain, wind from southern hemisphere cross the equator and join the southwest monsoon winds, or these monsoon winds are checked by mountain or hills lying in northern part, or so they cause precipitation in the southern part of mountainous area, means all over India. The intensity and amount of rainfall get affected by the high pressure creating over southern hemisphere near Madagascar regions also. So till the end of September, these monsoon winds shed its all moisture, and as the apparent movement of sun start towards south, so the low pressure also starts shifting southward very slowly. So the months of October November form a period of transition from hot rainy season to dry winter condition. Means it is start retreating back. The retreat of monsoon is marked by clear skies and rise in temperature. While day temperatures are high, nights are cool and pleasant. So as land is moist, sky is clear, so our temperature is high, so evaporation, air contain a lot of moisture in it. Owing to the condition of high temperature and humidity, the weather becomes rather oppressive during daytime, or this oppressive weather is known as October heat. Sometimes question come, what is October heat? And so due to high temperature and high humidity, it becomes very difficult to survive in this region, especially in northern part of India, in coastal areas, or weather become intolerable, or this condition is called October heat. In the second half of October, the mercury begins to fall rapidly in northern India, and gradually it gets converted into cold weather seasons. So now we will see distribution of rainfall in rainy season. As wind enter, moisture laden wind enter in India from different parts. In peninsular India, rainfall decreases from west to east as wind move from southwest to northeast direction. And western part receive more rain and eastern part low rainfall during rainy season. While in northern part of India, northeastern, as wind reach there from Bay of Bengal, and after striking to hilly areas, it shift to westward direction. Wind blow in westward direction. So amount of rainfall decreases from east to west, and northwestern part of India receive rain by mingling of both the branches of monsoon, Arabian Sea branch of monsoon, as well as Bay of Bengal branch of monsoon, because these Arabian Sea branch does not cause rain in this part, as there is no any mountain or hill to check the wind. Annual rainfall. So as we saw, the sources of precipitation in India: first, southwest monsoon; next, western disturbance during winter season; pre-monsoon shower in summer season; and cyclonic storm during October-November month. The main areas receiving heavy rainfall: the western part of Western Ghat, western coastal plain, and northeastern hilly areas. While the areas receiving very low rainfall: the western part, Thar Desert, and central part of Peninsular Plateau and Ladakh region of India, and remaining part of India receive moderate amount of precipitation. Mountainous areas receive snowfall during winter season, while remaining part of India receive rainfall. But the amount of rainfall, amount of precipitation is not fixed in India. See the advance of southwest monsoon in 2020, when it reached till the month of 17 to 26, monsoon reached to this part. 28 in India on 1st June it is striked on Kerala, and in Myanmar on 5th June it shifted to Karnataka, Mumbai 10th June, Maharashtra, and here in Jharkhand. So these are the tracks, or till the 5th July, 30th June it reached to Delhi. 30th June means in about 1 month it cover all over India and continue precipitation till the month of September, then it retreat back. The monsoon as a unifying bond. The unifying influence of monsoon on Indian subcontinent is quite noticeable. The seasonal alteration of wind system and associated weather conditions provide a rhythmic cycle of season, and according to season, the uh, activities of people also changes. The uncertainty of rain and uneven distribution are very much typical quality of monsoons. Year after year, people of India from north to south and from east to west eagerly await the arrival of monsoon, because each and every activity depends on. India is an agriculturalist country and the other economy is also largely dependent on it. These monsoon winds bind the whole country by providing water to set the agricultural activities in motion. So in this way, we can see monsoon act as a unifying bond in India. Very minutely observe this table. There is weather conditions presented of 10 important stations of India. Based on that, we will discuss the question answer. Their location has been given here. With the help of latitude, you can find out which station is very close to equator and which is away. That is the very important factor influencing climate of a place. Then altitude, height above the sea level given. So you will observe the climatic condition with the help of these location, these facts of these places, and then the temperature, annual monthly temperature and monthly amount of precipitation given, total annual rainfall in this table. So must observe, it is given in your book. We will discuss in our next class. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.